channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Amy. I'm a first time mum to a little boy called Brodie. If you like this video, I'd love it if you would stick around, so please make sure you hit that red subscribe button below. I upload everything mum life, hauls, vlogs, beauty, lifestyle, speed cleans, you name it, I do it. Yeah, today's video is going to be a baby names I love video. I've seen these flying around and I really enjoy watching them, so I thought I'd do my own. I really enjoy finding new baby names. Obviously we may have another baby within the next 2 years, so I'm open to finding new baby names. So I have 12 names that are on my list that I do like, but I may or may not use, depending on obviously Sam, what he likes as well. But these are names that I like. I have 12 baby names on my list, which is quite surprising really, because I'm very fussy with the names that I like. But I have 12. So I have 6 boys' names and 6 girls' names, and I'm going to share them with you now. So the first name on my list is the name Blake. Now Brodie's middle name is actually Blake. He's Brodie Blake Saint. But I do still like the name. The reason we put it in Brodie's middle name was because I was so like, what if we don't have another baby? What if we have a girl next? I'm never going to be able to use the name. So I think I just put both of my favourite names together just so I could use them, because I really did not want to not use that name. But now obviously I have another boy. I'm really gutted because I really want to use this name. I suppose he could still use it, but it'd be a bit weird that it's his brother's middle name. Blake is actually an Old English surname or a given name. Many people think that most of these on my list, I'll just tell you now, they sound American, but when I've researched, they're actually Old English names. It's quite surprising. I didn't know this. I thought they was all like originated from America, but most American names are actually Old English names. So Blake is actually an Old English name. Like I said, it can be a surname or a given name. Now the theory around this name is that it's a corruption of, I think it's the Latin word Aplake, which means son of lake, which it does sound a little bit like, yeah, Aplake, son of lake, Blake, maybe. But apparently it could have originated as well from the word black, I want to say black, which means someone with very dark hair or very dark skin, or it could have originated from the word Blake, which is B-L-A-A-C, which means someone with very fair hair or very dark hair. So I don't really know how I feel about them theories, but that's what I found online. Now the next name on my list is Hunter. Sam really likes this name, and again I thought this was an American name, and no, it's an Old English name. It's actually an English and Scottish last name, and it was given for hunters, people who hunt, which obviously makes sense. The name is Hunter. And another thing that shocked me about this name is that it's actually a girl's and boy's name. I thought this was just a boy's name, but apparently you can use it for girls or boys. But it is majorly popular for boys. The next name I have on my list is Carter. Now Carter doesn't really have a name meaning when I was searching online, but it is a last name, and it's from Irish, Scottish and English origin, and I just really like the name. I just feel like it sounds really, the way you pronounce it, I really like the way it's pronounced and the way it can be written. It's like Carter, like, and it's, again, it sounds really American, like Carter, I don't know. I just really like it. I think it's a really cute name, especially for a little boy. The next name is Jackson. I love this name. It's like Jackson, and this is actually a Scottish name, and apparently in Scotland it originated from son of Jack. And in Scotland apparently it originally just meant son of Jack. So yeah, it's just a last name, but I like last names for first names. So yeah, I just really like it. I think it's a really cute name for a little boy, and I really like the shortened version of Jax. I just feel like it sounds really cool, and I can imagine having a little boy called Jax. The next name on my list for a boy is Beau. Now a lot of people think that Beau is just a girl's name. It's actually not. It's actually a boy's name. But it can be either or, and it's actually from French origin, and it actually just means beautiful or handsome. Yeah, what better way to name your little boy Beau, which means handsome? And I do like it for a girl as well, but I do mainly like it for a boy. The next boy's name on our list is Paxton. This is a new one that we've kind of discovered. Sam just come out of it the other day. He was like, I really like the name Paxton. I think he's an American football player because he was watching American football at the time, but at first I was like, Paxton. Then the more I think about it, I actually really like it. Pax, it's the same as kind of like Jax, Pax. I just feel like it's a really cool, unusual name, And the one thing that I wanted when we had Brodie was not to have a name that everyone in the class was going to have. That's kind of how I think, and I just feel like, why give someone a name that's very common? No offence to anyone, but that's just what I like. I don't want him to have a name that everyone else is going to have. I kind of want him to be a little bit more unique without being a bit too out there. So yeah, Paxton is actually an old English name. The theory behind it was that it was actually derived from the Latin pax, meaning peace, and ton, which means town. So in Latin it actually means peaceful town. So yeah, I just feel like that's got a really nice little meaning behind it, that name, and it's really cute. Yeah, we could potentially use it in the future. The first girl's name on my list is Belle. The reason for this mainly is because mine and Sam's favourite Disney film is Beauty and the Beast, and we just like the name. I just feel like it's such a cute little girl's name, and again it's a French name and it just means beautiful. And Belle is actually short for Isabella, but I'm really not a fan of really long names because I would just end up shortening them anyway, and I just feel like, what is the point in naming my child a long name when I'm just going to shorten it anyway? So yeah, I really like Belle. That is like top of my list for a girl's name. If we ever have a girl, she will be Belle. The next girl's name on my list is Lula, and this actually originates from Tallulah, but again I don't really like long names, so I really like the shortened version of Lula. Sam absolutely hates it, but I love it. And I said if we ever get like a dog or anything and it's a girl, I'm going to call her Lula. Like, just so I can use the name. She reminds me of the film Bugsy Malone. I don't know if anyone's seen it. When she sings the song, my name is Tallulah. The next name on my list is Millie. Now Millie is the shorter version for Camilla. But obviously Camilla's quite an old name now. It's not very modern, but I really like Millie. I feel like it's a very cute little name for a little girl. And it's actually a Latin name, which means servant of the temple. Which is a really strange meaning. But yeah, I do really like the name. Millie was top of our list for when we had Brodie. It was a top strong contender. If he was going to be a girl, he would probably have been Millie, because obviously Sam's last name is Mullum, so she would have been Millie Mullum if Brodie was a girl. The next name on my list is Ivy. I love this name. Again, if Brodie was a girl, he was going to be Ivy. Like, that was number one, Ivy or Millie. And I just feel like it's, again, it's very sweet, it's very short, which is what I like, and it just flows off the tongue really nice, and I really like the way it can be written. And again, it's an old English name. It just reminds me of like a little old lady called Ivy. It's very sweet and it's very cute. The next name is Emilia. I used to have a Cabbage Patch doll when I was younger called Amelia, and I just like the name ever since, and I really like the way it's spelled with an E. I just feel like it adds a little bit of a modern twist to it. Again, this is a Latin name and it actually means striving, which I feel like is a really cool meaning to have to your name, like striving for success. Yeah, if we ever have a girl, she could be an Emilia. The last name on my list is Elsie. I actually like the name Elsie because my dad used to always call me Elsie for some reason. My name's Amie, but he used to always call me Elsie. Yeah, I just feel like it's a very sweet name again for a little girl. And Elsie is actually a Scottish name and it means God is bountiful, which again is a very nice meaning to have to your name. I'm not very a religious person, but if you was, I feel like this would be a very nice name for your children to have. But yeah, again, I really like the way it flows off your tongue. I really like the way it can be written. I feel like when you write it, it just looks really nice. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, finding out which names we may use in the future. And if you're pregnant, I hope I've given you some inspiration of what to name your future child. If you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please make sure you subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!